Okay, have y'all seen the interview that Carisha did with Santana about her relationship with Diddy? If not, here you go.
To Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically. Well, what you think? Mm-hmm. Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I felt like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy and brought him into my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing rich roulette in the split. All right on. Ari. Slap on my head. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I met Diddy at Peak Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Mm-hmm. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. Mm-hmm. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is how we used to laugh. Because that's like him Santana. It's always, what's up, queen?
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience.
Mm-hmm. So why, when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience. It really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, he elevated me and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like, he know how to like find people and, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like, he brought out like my jitsu side. Mm-hmm. Like, my woman side. Like, it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. Like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a fucking mogul. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career and my family, and just, let him navigate and figure that out on his own. Because
okay, I can understand where she's coming from to an extent. I had a cousin growing up that I basically looked up to. I idolized him a little bit, and I thought he was a good dude. Come to find out, he did a bunch of fucked up shit. And when he came out and shit hit the fan, I was like dumbfounded. Like, I just couldn't believe that my cousin, who I looked up to, who was like one of the nicest ones to me, actually did this shit. So I can understand this. But this is my thing. At some point, I'm sure, like, she was looking at some of these dealings and she just turned to look away because he was so good to her. Because I believe that certain people show certain sides to certain people. And you got to think about it too. Carisha, Young Miami, when she met P. Diddy, she was already a fucking city girl. She did not need him to establish her like so many others needed him to establish. So he could not manipulate her or manipulate or pull whatever the fuck he pulled on other people off on her. She was already out here kind of doing her thing. She didn't really need Diddy. She had already had her connections. Now, I do believe like he helped her think bigger, and that's why she's gonna always be forever grateful to him. But far as this hate train, no, I don't really think it's a hate train. I just think that he did fucked up shit and he got exposed and people not fucking with him. At the end of the day, I feel like she's entitled, and I don't feel like people should go after her because she feels like this towards him. But at the same time, I think it's like one of those type of things, like, she shouldn't be out here defending him neither. If you weren't there during them times, you weren't there during them times. Just don't be defending them. It is what it is. I think it should just be left alone. And hopefully, whatever trouble that they are trying to pin her to because of him, she can work her way out and she can go on with her career. I would love to hear y'all thoughts about it, because she finally spoke out. Because there for a minute, you could just tell her energy had been depleted. Because think about it. The one person in the world that you thought was like your white knight ended up cutting your head off and betraying you the hardest. Like, I can see why for a minute, she looked it really down and out. Just tell me y'all thoughts.